Hello and welcome to Pushing Back, Ukraine Daily Brief. As the war enters its 875th day, these are the main developments from the past 24 hours. The update from the General Staff of the Armed Forces of Ukraine. Russia has lost approximately 563,640 troops in Ukraine since the beginning of the war. The number, which has not been independently verified, includes 1,130 casualties over the past day. According to the released Ukrainian figures, Russia lost 7 tanks, 12 armored combat vehicles, 54 artillery systems, 50 drones, 92 vehicles, and 7 pieces of special equipment. The Russians launched 118 combat clashes and carried out 43 airstrikes, including 58 anti-aircraft missiles on the territory of Ukraine. They also used 605 kamikaze drones and carried out 3,230 attacks on the positions of Ukrainian troops and settlements using various types of weapons. In its latest intelligence update, the UK's Ministry of Defence reports the Russian government is further restricting internet access and communication within the country. They have slowed down WhatsApp and are planning to block YouTube entirely in September. These actions are aimed at controlling the flow of information, suppressing dissent, and making it easier to monitor potential opposition. This is part of a broader trend of increasing government control over media and information in Russia. In its latest intelligence update, the Institute for the Study of War. Russian state news outlets editorialized comments by Russian Security Council Deputy Chairperson Dmitry Medvedev and claimed that he said that the Ukrainian state will no longer exist by 2034. Likely to support the Kremlin's efforts to prepare the Russian public for a long war in Ukraine, while promising that Russia will complete its objective to destroy Ukrainian statehood within a decade. Russian officials continue to seize on diplomatic meetings with European states to create the impression that Russia is normalizing its relations with the West and claim that there is limited Western support for Russia. Russia and India continue to strengthen their bilateral relationship amid reports of ongoing Russian weapons exports to India. Russia and Ukraine exchanged 95 prisoners of war each in a one-to-one POW exchange on July 17. Kremlin officials continue attempts to curry favor with Russian ultranationalists by appealing to anti-migrant animus, despite such appeals generating tensions with the Russian government's efforts to execute the Kremlin's wider migration policy. Russia's crypto mobilization campaign continues to generate increasing financial costs for the Russian government. Ukrainian forces regained positions south of Toretsk, and Russian forces recently advanced north of Kharkiv city and near Kupiansk, Svartov, Avdiivka, and Vuhledar. In Zelensky's daily video he spoke about 3 areas. Firstly, commemoration and justice for MH17 victims, marking the 10th anniversary of the downing of flight MH17 by Russian forces. The speech emphasizes the need for accountability and justice for the 298 victims from various countries. It highlights the progress made in establishing the facts and the ongoing efforts to hold those responsible accountable, underscoring the importance of international justice. Secondly, release of Ukrainian prisoners. Another 95 Ukrainian prisoners, including members of the armed forces, National Guard, and border guards, were freed from Russian captivity. Among them were individuals with serious injuries and illnesses. This brings the total number of released prisoners to 3,405. The role of international mediation, particularly by the United Arab Emirates, is acknowledged, and the commitment to continue these efforts is reaffirmed. Lastly, strengthening international relations and maritime security. Efforts are being made to enhance Ukraine's relations with international partners to achieve decisive outcomes that will aid in concluding the war justly. A new maritime security strategy for Ukraine has been enacted, focusing on security innovations, especially in the Black Sea, and will be implemented in collaboration with international partners. This strategy aims to ensure stable security for Ukraine and the global community. Ukraine's First Lady, Olena Zelenska, participated in a Council on Human Rights, Gender Equality and Diversity meeting at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, discussing the significant shift towards barrier-free accessibility in Ukraine, as evidenced by a UNICEF-supported survey showing increased public commitment to this value. Attendees, including government officials and international representatives, addressed accessibility challenges exacerbated by war and explored solutions through international training and partnerships. The meeting culminated in the adoption of a statement of support for the national strategy for creating a barrier-free environment by 2030, urging international partners to support barrier-free initiatives across various sectors. Thanks for following today's updates. Please don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. We'll return tomorrow with the latest news on the ongoing conflict.